first topic of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can a man's integrity trigger a woman's insecurity, man? Before we get into this, we got a video real quick, man. Y'all check this out.
You're in a relationship and your homegirl's not in a relationship, is it okay for your man to make sure your homegirl is good? Like walking her to the car.
Whoa. And I'm not asking this to be inflammatory. A very serious discussion that I think we don't fully have is protection for women. Yeah. And what that protection looks like outside of just the willingness to inflict violence. And so when we talk about your man being able to make sure your homegirl is good, it's like the qualities that you saw in him. Are you attempting to now bottle those? Do you not expect him to stand on his square when it comes to, because if that's your people, right? And most upstanding men I know support community on their shoulders. So it's like, I'm not saying he gotta buy all y'all drinks every time you go to the club, but it's like, I personally would like to be a man in a relationship where even if my lady people got a problem, she think to call me for it. You feel me? I'm not saying that I'm going over her homegirl house when her homegirl by herself and my girl don't know. That's not what I'm saying. But like walking her to the car, like that shouldn't even really be a question. I low key don't care if like you a stranger. If I'm in proximity, like and it's within and she comfortable with me walking her to the car, I'ma do it because that's just how I was brought up. You feel me?
Yeah. So, fellas, can a man's integrity trigger a woman's insecurities? Tay, start us off, my guy.
All right. So I want to unpack that question real quick because the reactions in the video kind of told us an answer, kind of gave us an answer. So when the lady explained the fact that is it okay for, for your man to be himself basically and to walk, women to the car in order to be safe, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Immediately the women was like, nah, right? So that's your answer right there. So it triggered an insecurity in the room. And because there is a solidarity and then there's also a mistrust with women. They got this unified thing about themselves. They can agree to certain things, but then at the same time, they don't really have the ability to trust each other in certain types of situations. You know what I'm saying? And so, and so in that, him being himself, which is the reason why the integrity of the man is the reason why you got attracted to him in the first place. The fact that is a problem would be a problem. You see what I'm saying? And so what it would do is it would reveal the insecurity of the fact that if I could have integrity with you, we talking about, as the example said, walking a woman to her car. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been out before and, I've walked a woman to her car. I didn't know necessarily who she was completely, but to make sure she was okay. And that was fine. You know what I'm saying? Now, I could do that by myself. And if I can't do that with my lady, I can't be myself with my lady, especially with her friends. If I'm with her friends, I can't do that, then that would cause a reason for me to say, hey, what is that about right there? Because obviously that is a character trait that you found attractive. And the fact that I can't even be that, just the man that I am, who I was meant to be, raised to be, the fact that I just can't be that around you is an issue. I should be willing to have the free space in a relationship to be me. And if that's me being polite, kind, and if that's me being, cool and balanced and calm and all that, if that's who I am, then I should be able to be that even if I'm not in proximity of your presence. You know what I'm saying? So I think that a man's integrity could trigger a woman insecurity depending on the woman, depending on what type of woman that she is. Again, that crowd was very, very loud when they was like, nah, sis, nah, sis. And then when he said something about protecting women, outside of just the ability to inflict violence on somebody else. See, it's more to protection. He said something very, very powerful right there. And again, that crew, that whole little crew, he the only one I really like the most, because that's a balanced response to that. The fact is this, is that most times when we talk about protection or whatever the case may be, it's always has to do with something of violence or some type of extreme jealousy or extreme act to showcase love or to showcase protection or to showcase my integrity. It has to be extreme. It can't just be within the confines of who I am. In order for me to prove that I'm a protector, I got to kill somebody, or I got to protect some, or I got to do something violent. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know you're a protector. But me giving you a proactive instruction on not going somewhere, that's not considered protection. That's considered control. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. That's considered control. He's trying to tell me where to go, or what to do, what I should say, No, you want me to protect.
That's a good point.
You want me to protect you, then this is what it looks like. Let's replace the word. I like replacing certain words, protection, with bodyguard. If you was a person that had a bodyguard and your bodyguard told you don't go down that street, would you still go? If you still go, then you being defiant, and whatever happens to you based on your own disobedience.
Ooh.
But I can only protect you in one way. And that one way is violent because it's an extreme act. And who don't like extreme acts? I mean, we know this from Disney. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I should be able to be the man that I am with or without you. That's the reason why you with me in the first place, because I am kind, because I have integrity. And if my integrity is causing you to look at me sideways, and I'm just doing something as innocent as opening up a door for a woman to go into the store, then you're not the woman that fits my integrity. So I'll start with that.
Yeah, my thing is, why would you expect any less of me? You know what I mean? Why would you expect any less of me? If you've gotten to know me up to the point where we can even hang out with your friends or just in general, why would you expect any less of me? That's a red flag for me right there. You know that's not something that you would appreciate about me. That's not something that you would value in me. Why would you expect any less? So that would be an issue. That would be automatically an issue on my end, that you expect less of me. You expect less of me because you feel uncomfortable.
Right. Can I interject real quick, Rollo? Can I interject just 1 second? I'm gonna just get a couple minutes. I want to respond to this. So some women don't trust other women and could also not have real trust in her man for whatever reason. If I'm not giving you a reason to not trust me, then why would you not trust me? I'm not giving you a reason. According to the video, I'm walking your friend to the car. So what reason would you not have to trust me? Again, we create things, and I'm not saying this is what Kyla was doing in this response, but I'm just saying, just in that little thing, we create an idea of something. Again, this savage boogeyman fear of men is ridiculous to me. What are you not trusting me for? If you're not trusting me, then we should not be together. Trust is a very intricate detail in a relationship. It creates the word relation. We can't have relations without, you know what I'm saying? A relationship without relation. So what is it that you're not trusting about me? You know, that's another thing. You know, that's the thing that I just saw that I wanted to kind of point out, is that if your man is not giving you, or a woman is not giving you a reason to not trust them, then trust them. That's what
that would be new to me. I wasn't even aware that I'm not even aware that your trust is that, you know, shaky. You know what I mean? I'm not even aware at that point that you don't trust me in a certain aspect. And that's not the best way to find it out. And I know we kind of having a reaction to the MALEROOM show, but you know, just in terms of the video, that's the broad range of it. You know what I mean? And this could even go into when you just first get to know somebody. You know what I mean? y'all ever been out? Oh well, this probably doesn't happen for real, but y'all see TV shows and stuff and commercials and a man and a woman out to dinner, and a man might they order their food and they might look at the waitress a little longer than they might should have, and then the woman give them the side eye.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's okay. Mm-hmm. I can't be mannerable to this person that's about to bring us our food.
You better not.
I don't want nothing in my food. But at the same time, I'm just genuinely a nice person, and I'm a cordial person. So just the fact that it's almost like you don't want me to be myself, that's a problem. Yeah. And then we talk about it on the show a lot, and I say it, I know in particular, I'm not responsible for whatever you going through. You got to work that out. The way I am, whatever affects you about the way I am is not my problem. You know what I mean? The way I was brought up that you don't agree with is not my problem. So it's just a thing of being self-aware, and maybe once she realizes, or even in that video, like Tay said, we got the reaction real quick. But I really wish I was in that room after my man got done talking to see what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, this is a vetting benchmark. We talked about vetting before. We're talking about the process of vetting, getting to know your partner during the dating phase. Hopefully getting to know your partner in the dating phase before any type of, major obstacle can come about, or just to minimize the damage. This is what the vetting process is for in dating. You do have to pay attention and ask some questions to figure out what type of partner you're dealing with. And this is a benchmark about it, like trust issues. Tay mentioned the fact that, I'm not giving you a reason not to trust me. It's because she gave herself a reason. She don't have trust issues. She have trust issues. She started there. Like, she already was there. You know what I'm saying? If this type of scenario was okay, you know what I'm saying? It sounds okay to the normal person, to the regular person, like walk somebody out to the car. Like, that sounds just like my man took it. Sound like a gesture of a gentleman. You know what I mean? But, if somebody have an issue with that has to deal with the people. So if you were in a relationship with this type of woman and she actually got upset at that case, or just even need to ask the question like the person did about this case, then you have trust issues. There's something you need to deal with before you start dating exclusively. You know what I'm saying? Then you come into the situation with that in mind. Then you start tainting the situation of the relationship with your trust issues. You know what I'm saying? That's not nothing everybody else is doing. That's you inflicting that suspicion or that jealousy or that whatever into that moment. Therefore, it came from somewhere. It didn't come from the people, though. You know what I'm saying? It came from the people of that. Now, mind you, if we're going to talk surface, though, that was, more of a psychological tangent. But if we want to talk surface, some of y'all don't trust y'all friends. Some of y'all have bad friends. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't even trust your own female friends, though. You know what I'm saying? Been in a relationship, been in a situation with them, have history or whatever you want to call it with them, and don't trust them. So if that situation come about, all of a sudden y'all see the side eye like, what they going to the car for? You know what I'm saying? And you already been knew about your chick, though.
Uh-huh.
No, that's just another point. But mostly it deals with the trust issues.
That's real.
That's a great point. You so right about that, Jay. A lot of women don't trust their friends and still go out with them. Again, it goes back to the solidarity, but don't trust at the same time. When it's time to cover, okay, listen. I'm not trying to go in today. It's Sunday, and I'm feeling good. However,
you be mad every other week?
No, I don't be mad. Every other day. Yeah, no, every other day I be pissed off. No, not for real. But this happens when it's time to cover each other's BS. when it's time to cover each other's BS, I'm telling you, it's like they activate and channel the spirit of BS, and they come together, and it be like vaginas activate. You know what I mean? And it's just, and it's like, what? You know your girl wrong for what she did, and it's like there is no wrong. That's the solidarity. That's the solidarity.
Cool, regardless.
That's the solidarity. They know her homegirl is wrong, but they're gonna be like, sis, you still a queen, sis, right? But then at the same time, if you got a man, that same friend that you just called a queen, you wouldn't trust her around your man by herself.
Don't trust her at all.
And I'm like, what in the filth?
Trust her to hang out with the whole bit, but not around my man though.
Not around your man. That's the threshold. So if she can't be around you, how's she gonna be around you? What is it?
Right.
She can't be around your man. You want to protect that, but you don't want to protect
People
yourself.
in focal distance, man.
Man, I'm telling you, for real. Yep.
And then here comes the conflict, and then here comes more beef among women over a situation that was not brought to light until somebody was just doing a cordial act of kindness.
A cordial act,
right?
And the insecurity is the opposite of being secure. So that means whatever the insecurity is, the fact that you don't feel safe and complete with this particular thing. Like Jay pointed out, which is a great point, is the fact that you had trust issues before you even got into the relationship in the first place. So that is already an insecurity right there. So you don't have any, you don't trust. If you don't trust, that means you don't believe people's integrity. You don't believe people can be integral, because if you did, then you would be able to trust the fact that because they have shown that, hey, I'm a person of my word. I do this. Whenever I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? And so if that's a person that's showing you that they are legit who they are, and they always are who they are, no matter what the circumstance is, then being skeptical of that person has nothing to do with that person. Like Rollo talked about, that's a you thing. That's a total you thing. And that's the reason why it's good to have friends who balance you out, because you need somebody that you can be able to bounce some stuff off of. If you and your homegirls or homeboys, whatever, are a monolithic unit, then you'll never be able to grow as a people together. So you just always cover each other's BS because that's what you're comfortable with. But when it's time to actually have integrity, that means being an individual too. And you don't have any individualism. You can't just stand on business. You have to be able to fit in the crowd all the time. That's not integrity. That's being a follower.
Yeah,
be mad as hell if I don't walk you to the car though.
Right.
Yeah, mad as hell if I don't.
Be mad as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know, standing at the door waiting. All right, peace. No, you got mad when I walked shorty to the crib, so you go.
Yeah.
In today's society, man, like in today's society, I'm not even surprised that old girl in that video asked that question, man, because you know, like I said, we've talked about the demasculation of men. We've talked about all the standards that us men today, you know, we need to uphold to, and you know, a lot of them, you know, I definitely get, but as soon as we speak up, or as soon as we really show who we are and we stand on who we are, even something as positive as this, it becomes a problem. Even in something like this, like whenever we stand our ground, whenever we speak our truth, whenever we act on what we believe towards a woman, nowadays it becomes an issue, and we gotta figure this out. I don't even know why. I really can't believe old girl asked that question at that podcast live.
Yeah, she probably got some friends she don't trust.
Come on, man.
Well, don't trust her. I mean, who knows?
And I wonder if she thought somebody on that panel was really going to agree with her. Like, seriously, that's the thing about it. I wonder if she really thought anybody was going to agree with her. But you know, that's just the show. This what we talk about on the show. We talk about, you know, bridging these gaps between men and women, and that's a big gap.
Yeah, but you don't know how right Rob is though, because of what you said, because you know, it was the idea of it was cast down so fast.
Oh my God!
And the whole audience, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're like,
oh no, they're doing something.
no.
It's something going on. It's everything is tainted. Like everything gotta have some type of cheating to it. Gotta have some type of fidelity. Gotta have some type of, you know what I'm saying? It gotta have some type of issue. You know what I'm saying? That's all we used to. We used to the Tyler Perry romance. The you know what I'm saying? The always something going on in the story. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. That's what we always used to it. We can't have nothing straight line. Nobody can just straight trust each other. Nobody can just straight. You know what I'm saying? Just love each other. Just like being around. There always got to be some type of event to spice it up like a reality show.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like always got to be something to gossip about. You know what I mean? And it sucks. But the moment my man turned around and said something legitimately about that topic, everybody was like, well, yeah, we do want a guy like that. Like, you forgot this type of guy, and society did.
Yeah.
Society forgot that type of generosity. They forgot chivalry is dead, and y'all killed it. That's just what it is. Like, you murdered it. Like, 2 in the back of the head with a pillow, flowers, feathers. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, man. And but yet y'all want, they want, you know, gentlemen and true men. But when true men come about, y'all can't identify. That's one of the way y'all identify them. You just can't see it because y'all just so tainted.
Can't pick it out.
Man. It's messed up.
Now,